over Luigi by quite a lot.
Oh,
I
I'm
know
going to
that,
interrupt
like,
you right there, Radar. You know, we actually just got an update from production that Dow is actually a Fox player. So I don't know if maybe he has the Falco in the back, but we are going to be seeing Fox for game 1, and maybe that changes some of your thought process going into how this matchup should be handled.
yeah, either way, both characters are just really good at controlling airspace. Fox in particular, very, very strong full hop, able to use full hop back air, which we're seeing right now, to kind of mix up the aerial approaches that he has available to him. Whereas Luigi really only has kind of the ground game, at least in terms of neutral. Very, very, very strong kind of wave dash. Beautiful punish, by the way, by Siddward. And so that makes things really, really difficult. If you're able to control Luigi on the ground, weaken that sort of wave dash burst movement, then it gets a lot easier. Oh.
Falling there, not quite going to get there. Oh, this is just kind of the Luigi classic, though, isn't it, Radar? Like, you're falling, you're just going to mash the A button as much as you can. Try to just get the Nair out of the trade, and there it is right there again. Siddward just kind of taking this lead and extending it much further.
Yeah, no, everyone who has ever played Luigi, one of the first things they notice, besides his insane wave dash length, is that 3-frame Nair, I believe it is. One of the fastest moves in the game, just to kind of get off me move. It makes it so difficult to combo him if the combo isn't a true combo. But one of the things you can do, one of the things we could see from Dow to adapt to that, is just baiting out the Nair and then punishing its end leg afterwards, anticipating that they are going to be mashing that and then kind of working around it by sort of anticipating what your opponent is going to do.
Yeah, Dow able to live off of some good DI there, but just a quick roll-up from Siddward is all it's going to take. 3 stocks to 45% deficit in favor of the Luigi player, and I think waiting out the Nair, like you say, of course, really good strategy. Don't get clipped, don't get traded with. But, when Luigi's get to throw in those double aerials, kind of mix up if they bring empty hops, I think it's almost similar to how kind of a Ganon approaches the matchup, right? Where you kind of mix up empty hops, mix up if you're going to double aerial, mix up how you're going to, approach with those hitboxes. But Siddward just doing a really good job all around, and holy crap.
I like that point about kind of like how Ganon works. I think a lot of mid-tiers in the game have a more like kind of bread and butter sort of fundamental style approach to the game. They don't have anything that kind of like separates them too well. Luigi, obviously, again, the wave dash, the burst movement. Oh my gosh, that's quite unfortunate from Dow there. I was actually pretty impressed. Again, like Siddward, a more notable player, not someone that you're going to hear in the kind of grand finals type set, but still someone who we've been consistently seeing get good results. And that was relatively close.
Yeah, absolutely. I think interesting kind of SD, if you would call it that, right? Just kind of Dow falling off the ledge for that last stock, it looked like. But I think just kind of tightening up a couple things execution side, and then just once you get the realization, I think for some people, all it takes is to just know, like, oh, all right, I play Fox. Like this, I can do this. This matchup is definitely doable considering the toolkit that I have with my character. So, kind of wondering if we will see a character switch, just given the notes that we got before this set started. But I would not be surprised to see Dow stick to Fox. And I think if we kind of tighten a couple things up, we can see this as a 1-1 game, Battlefield to counterpick.
No, for sure. I think are still seeing the Fox. I was getting the impression that Dow has some experience in this matchup, just the way that they've been opting to play kind of neutral. One thing that they don't seem super confident in, and that's not really surprising, is edge guarding Luigi, and it is a shame because Luigi doesn't actually have a very good recovery. I think one of the things about his recovery is it can be tricky. There are a lot of mix-ups off of when you use your jump, when you use your down B, but at the end of the day, like, it's pretty limited. It's not nearly as good as Mario's or Dr. Mario's in a lot of ways, but it's threatening off the ledge. So if you don't know how to edge guard it, you could die at 10, 20, and Dow might be a little too afraid to actually kind of threaten it properly.
Yeah, there we see Dow just kind of letting it rip there. Kind of just needs a little bit of confidence in the move selection here. Just finds the up smash, but holy moly, Siddward's going to make this one hurt.
Still keeping, again, pretty close. Liking the way, like I said, a not very grounded but more aerial focused neutral, and Dow even getting a little bit of a free stock there. Siddward unfortunately does SD, and any extra percent here is big. Get the opponent out of crouch cancel, get a lead, and just as I say that, it's not looking great.
And still live one more chance, but just the forward tilt is probably enough to push him just far enough away Was gonna also comment, I really think Dow is kind of feeling themselves in terms of movement. We saw like a bit of a pseudo laser land and then some edge cancel shenanigans earlier before he lost that stock. Maybe it's what he needs to kind of get into the groove and get on the board in this set. But Siddward just showing, you know, obviously he has some understanding of how to handle the plethora of foxes in this world.
Yeah, no, really, really good aerial drift we're seeing here. Siddward's use of back air in particular, both the reverse hits and the regular hits, just adding so much percent and, you know, really just dominating in the past couple minutes. But it looks like Dow again.
He might find the stock. I don't know if I agree with the fall off reverse back air radar for that edge guard earlier. I think he could have just done a drop zone dare and probably taken the stock right there, quick, fast, in a hurry. Either way, finds the stock, catches with the fireball, and will recover. Not quite on the sweet spot, and he's going to die.
Yeah, no, for sure. Although, again, we are seeing now a little bit more confidence from Dow, willing to kind of run off stage, get that forward smash, and then work against the recovery, which, like I was saying before, really, really, really important. You want to be, as a top-tier character, pushing all of the advantages that you have and making it as difficult for Luigi as possible. You don't want to treat him as if he's just as powerful as you are, basically.
Ooh, double down smash. Sidward reads the jump, but doesn't get there in time. Dow gets ledge. Back to neutral right now. Dow, pretty good ideas right now, just kind of falling, stay on top platform, just fall down with the full hops. It's kind of the bread and butter approach to fighting Luigi, invalidating kind of the aerial options for the character. But high percent means any aerial from Siddward can probably do it.
Yeah, but just as we're saying that, you know, 84, a weak nair up smash could absolutely do it. Is he dead? Oh my gosh. Gets it. Wow.
Wow.
We got a game 3.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, this is what I was saying earlier. End of game 1, maybe, you know, Dow kind of a little bit more confidence in the punishes, a little bit of a more concerted approach to how he wants to handle neutral. We saw that last stock was kind of textbook Fox Luigi. If you just do full hop back air, that's all you need to do, and then you take the stock eventually.
It's one of those things, it's so silly, but like, Fox's full hop is nuts. And like, I think IBDW in particular is one of the players that really shows off just how crazy, like, you can, especially against low tiers, Walt, you can literally just full hop aerial against them, and their life is so difficult. And for anyone who is watching and isn't aware, Walt is a Mario player, so he knows all about the full hop aerial life. It is
at least once. Yeah, it's a painful road to live on, Radar. But given the fact that this is best of 3, I would assume Dow takes FD off the table. So where do you think we're going to go? I guess the answer is already given to us right here.
Yeah, you know, FD would just be such a powerful punish for Dow, but sorry, for Siddward. But not only that, Dow has really been relying on that top platform. And, you know, in some ways, you wonder if like a Pokemon or something would have been more of an appealing stage for that reason. Though, of course, Pokemon, you die earlier. Things like up smash would become more powerful. So not surprised to see Fountain here.
Yeah, and right now, left of the stage, a bit of the pseudo final destination. As the platform comes back up, that'll make any type of chain grab Siddward wants to look for a bit more complex here, but he's just going to win it out in neutral either way. No jump for Dow, and the mix-ups on the shield, he doesn't quite get there in time, and they're just floating around each other.
Oh, yeah, that should be it, though. Goes for the Nair and not the downer, I guess, assuming that he'd get a bit of a DI mix-up there, but gives Dow an opportunity to push back, and I'm not sure. I think whoever takes this first stock will really gain a lot of momentum and might show us like who's going to take this set.
Sure, yeah, he's getting out of range right now, needs to do the double jump dare, and I think the rationale for the Nair was to potentially weak hit Nair link into a second aerial radar, because maybe he was out of range. If the dare didn't reverse and kill him off the right, he might have still been able to live left side. That's neither here nor there, though. Siddward's going to be first one on the board. Up tilt is actually enough to even it up, though.
Yeah, up tilt, such a powerful option for Fox. Surprisingly good at killing, especially floaties. But, you know, it's like you say, like, might have been going for a DI mix-up. It's one of those things in Melee where you always want to be considering, do I want to try to extend my true punish, or do I want to just set up for an edge guard, which can lead to a kill anyway? And, you know, that's always something you're weighing. But, once again, this is really close, and we're seeing so many full hop back airs from Dow.
Oh, he misses the... This is huge. He missed the ledge refresh, and he's going to die for it. Dow goes down a stock on something that probably should have been his advantage against Siddward.
No, absolutely. Every time, I know we've talked about this quite a few times on commentary before, but every time I see Luigi do the down B, like, a part of me just gets a little sad. So, like, you know, he knocks him off, misses his ledge refresh, loses the stock for it, and then Luigi's just there going, woo, like... really can be
Big
tilted.
punish though out of Siddward. Oh, the platform actually allows Dow to maybe get the tech a little bit earlier than Siddward would have expected, because I think that was a guaranteed follow-up on the up smash if it wasn't there. Goes for Glory and doesn't get there 100% though on Dow.
Yeah, really, really good edge cancel there on the side B. Gets about 53, 63. Now we're really moving towards kill percent, but good job on the Siddward to just go for a tilt. Like, you're at a percent where you're safe. Once again, setting up that edge guard, so useful against Fox, and gets a full stock lead as a result of it.
Last stock, game 3 for Dow. He's going to need to break out those full hops. If that's what worked last time, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But same thing for Siddward. 3 down smashes in a row, and this is going to be really tough because now we're in knockdown percents radar.
Yeah, really any open up should do it. If we can see Dow get the stock, there's still hope if you are a Dow fan, but it's an uphill battle. Like, 73 is no joke. Any kind of strong hitting move will knock you off stage. Even the tilts, definitely worth going for, and a much safer option for Luigi in neutral. So it's tough. Percents tell us so much of the story.
Oh, not like this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
A competitive set, and it just ends like that. I mean, it's shades of Bobby Big Balls a little bit on that one, where you kind of see the makings of a comeback in motion, just slowly coming back, kind of figuring some things out, and then it's all over, just like that.